Tuesday. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now we will pause for the injury. That's the wide receiver, Tyreek Hill. Hill a little slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So here come the Cowboys onto the field with excellent position to get things started. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20. But instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And first and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Taken at about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Atlanta now coming out on the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Sliding out of the and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Oh, that's a tough one for a quarterback, because on a bootleg, you turn your back to the defense naturally and you lose sight of the defenders for just a split second, and then surprise, in this case, someone's right in his grill.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Working with his 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this.
Before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings that they kind of...
Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a throw that's complete. A first down carry for Barkley. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On second down, here's Henry. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They'll run with Barkley. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out right at the 35.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Now it's Mahomes again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Mahomes. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, he'll hand this off. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. That's Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. This complete to Jones. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports halftime report. Time for a look around the NFL here in week 3 of the new year. We'll start in the NFC, and specifically the NFC South. Tampa Bay traveling to the Bayou to take on New Orleans. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. The Buccaneers still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jamar Chase, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second? And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Back to throw now on first down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. Good position to be in here, second and inches. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now third and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this down to the 35. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on third and 5, third and 6, third and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless. You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. On first down, Barkley, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. Oh, put on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Bryan Edwards from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence.
Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes, and that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. From the 9, 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McGee, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. On second down, it's Henry. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Down now. It's McGee, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Three points separating these two sides with 2 men in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mahomes to throw it, finding Schultz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Mahomes. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. And that's going to be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. A first down carry for Henry. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Falcons, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they